I'm getting princess treatment from the universe to do what I came here to do because I decided I'm aligning on my path. I'm prioritizing my mission and my purpose more than anything else in this life. I don't care what has to come with me. I don't care what has to leave. I don't care who has to come with me or who has to leave. I have a bigger purpose and a bigger mission. I'm going on that path, and the universe was like, okay, you're with me, I'm with you. Guess what? Today's my last day in the US. I'm finally moving out. I'm leaving tonight. I'm gonna leave this beautiful apartment that has been my home for the past 10 months, and it's been incredible. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like, this was my dream home, and now that I'm leaving, I feel nothing. I feel ready. I don't even feel excited at this point. I just feel ready. Like, this is what I've been wanting for years. This is what I've been working towards for years, and it's finally happening. And I want to talk about how I actually got to this point where I am able to move out of the US and still make a living and sustain myself and just honestly live the dream life that I've always wanted. First and foremost, I want everyone to know that your dream life is absolutely attainable. If you can see it in your mind's eye, it already exists somewhere. If you see yourself in a vision, in a dream, in a daydream, living a certain reality, I want you to know that it exists, because we can't see and hear things that aren't there, okay? So if any part of you believes that you can achieve something, I want you to know that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And I would love to share with you my journey and how I've gotten to the point where I'm actually living the dream that I saw for myself, the vision that I saw for myself. So, a big goal of mine, two big goals of mine actually. I'm getting this nail fixed, by the way. Okay, yes, we're getting it fixed right after this, okay? So, two big goals of mine was to start my own business, my own soul-led business that was fulfilling to me, that allowed me to actually live my mission and my purpose and simultaneously make money from it. And the second was to move out of the US, because that's just been something that's been calling to me. I don't like living in the US. I don't like the culture. I don't like how it feels here. There's just a lot that I'm not loving. And honestly, it's getting worse. So I'm kind of like, we always wanted to go, so let's get out of here. Over the past year and a half, I dedicated quite literally everything I had to building a business, and it's beautiful, it's thriving, it's successful, it's amazing, I love it. I'm able to work with women all around the world and actually help them uncover who they truly are, fulfill their mission and their purpose in this lifetime, clean and clear their chakras, balance their energy, and learn how to self-heal and open up to the magic that's inside of them. That's what I'm here to do, and I'm doing it. That's literally what my business is. Now, the second goal, to move out of the US. This one has taken me not that long, honestly. Well, not that long in terms of, like, it hasn't been decades, but it has been a few years in the making. So, in 2022, I had decided that I was gonna do it, I was gonna make it happen, I was gonna move out of the US. And this was late 2022. By March of 2023, I was out. I had already left. I was in Thailand. I had packed up all my things in 2 large suitcases, and I moved myself over to Thailand, and all the beautiful things happened. It was absolutely incredible. There was definitely something calling me to Thailand in particular. I didn't know why. I didn't know the language. I didn't know the people. I knew nothing about Thai culture. At this time even, like, there wasn't a huge digital nomad scene. It was kind of still brewing. So there wasn't that much that I knew about, honestly. Like, I was just like, I just need to go. I ended up meeting the women who trained me in the very work that I'm doing now and working with other women with. Pretty incredible. So I moved back to the US in late 2023. So I was in Thailand for on and off for about 9 months, almost a year. And I moved back in late 2023 to prioritize a relationship with a boy. Now, I'm glad that I did that, because I moved back to the city where my parents lived, which was Richmond, Virginia. I'm currently in Richmond, Virginia, leaving tonight. And I moved in with my ex-partner at the time. And this was August 2023. From August to October, I was building plans for how I am going to get the fuck out again. Because I was like, I've landed back in the US. I hate it. And this is something that people who are empaths or psychics, or maybe someone who's hypersensitive, would relate to. If you've spent time outside of the US, or if you've spent time deep in nature, and then you come back to a small city or like a mid-sized city like Richmond, it's intense. It's heavy. I lived in an apartment complex and I felt everyone. I felt everything. I woke up feeling anxious. I felt the spiritual warfare that's brewing. I felt the things that are about to happen in this country that are currently now happening. In 2023, I was like, something's coming. It's gonna be bad. And now I'm like, okay, we've started and it's bad. It was hard for me. I realized that in order for me to live here, I had to numb myself. I had to shut down so many parts of myself, so many parts of my abilities, my gifts, in order to maintain my sanity. Otherwise, I would literally lose my shit. Like, I felt like I was spiraling because I was like, is no one else seeing what I'm seeing? Like, am I actually going crazy? Is something wrong? Do I need to be medicated? Because this is wild. And then over time, actually about 3 weeks into me moving back to the US, I had numbed myself and calmed down enough to the point where I was like, okay, what do I need to do with the time that I have here? How can I best utilize this time to actually build myself up in a way where I can get out and sustain myself elsewhere and simultaneously help the people that I'm meant to help and do the thing I came to this earth to do? And sequence of events led me to being like, I'm gonna start an Instagram account. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. It was like, something was just like, just get yourself on social media. And before this, I had no desire to be on social media. Like, I kind of started a YouTube channel like when I was 11 and then 13. Like, every couple years I would start something and then like not upload a video. I feel like every teenage girl did that. So I had started posting on Instagram seriously and like really taking it intensely and being like, I'm gonna share my story, I'm gonna share my voice, I'm gonna project my mission and my purpose onto this app. And I did so intensely with so much purpose. And my Instagram blew up by December. I had like 40,000 followers. And then I was like, something's working and we're gonna keep going. So then I was like, girl, I took in what my Reiki master said to me when I left Thailand. And if you haven't heard the story already, when I finished up my Reiki training in Thailand, my Reiki master, who honestly changed my life, she literally told me, she was like, please trust your wisdom, trust that you have enough and go build something with it. And then so when my Instagram blew up and I was like, okay, 40,000 people are willing to listen to what I have to say. I'm gonna be really fucking loud about it. I started offering one-on-one mentoring to women around the world. And I spent months building the system, building the method of mixing and mingling and testing different modalities and kind of experimenting on what works best. How do we heal a woman from root to crown? How do we get her in tune with her physical body? How do we get her spirit to exude out of her body? And how do we get her mind to be within her control? What I ended up doing was absolutely amazing. I was able to mentor countless women just in year one. I would channel wisdom. I trusted my spirit and I was like, I believe I have enough inside of me to build this thing. And then I ended up building this method that I'm still using. It's so amazing, so impactful, so beautiful, the changes I'm seeing in these women. I'm literally living my purpose. I am living my purpose. I'm seeing the fruits of it just in the way that the women I work with are responding, but also this is how I make a living. And it's incredible. And I feel so blessed. So that was the business aspect of it. That was my work. That's my mission. That's my passion. That's my career. And I achieved it and it's happening and it's going to keep happening. It's just going to grow and snowball and it's going to be beautiful. The second goal I had was to move out of the US, right? So I was with my ex-partner for about 5 years on and off. And this partner of mine wanted to move to New York City. I was actually born in New York and I was like, I have no desire to actually live there. I don't want to live in a big city. This is a mid-sized city and it's hard enough. But me being the woman that I am, I was like, I'm willing to move to New York City with this man because I love him, because I support him, because of all these other things. I was like, I mean, if I could work from anywhere, why can't I work from New York? A sequence of events, thank God, led me to just being like, I don't want to live with him. And we were living in a little apartment together and I moved out, moved back in with my parents for a few months. And I was just like, if I can't even live with him now, why would I move to a whole new city with him? So I kind of was like, I'm gonna just do my own thing. And I was still with him in the relationship, but I was just like, I need to just, I need a place of my own, because I've never had a home that I felt safe in, which is what led me to getting this beautiful place. And I want to show you the view actually, because it's like, it's so beautiful right now with the sunlight and everything. I hope that you can see this. Like, it's incredible, this place. And this is actually my dream space. Like, I wanted the big windows, I wanted the city view, I wanted a loft style, like I wanted this in everything that it is. I got it. So I signed the lease for this place in March of 2024. I started my business, I got my LLC in December of 2024. So within a few months, I had my dream apartment, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm doing the fucking thing. Like, I'm really doing it. And I just kept doing it, and I was just like, okay, let's do it. And then relationship ended, and I was like, okay, shit. I moved to this city, and I got this apartment to prioritize this relationship, to be closer to this person, and he's not even in my life anymore. And I was like, well, it's my home. I'm gonna make the most of it. And I did. Like, I really put my heart and soul into this home, and it fed me, I fed it. It was a beautiful symbiotic relationship with this home, and I'm so grateful for it. But then around November of 2024, it started to feel so misaligned for me. Like, I would look at the city and I would be like, I want to see greenery. I want to see mountains or forest, jungle, ocean, something. I want to see the earth when I look out of the window. I don't want to see a highway and buildings and blocks and shit. And I started to get more sensitive because I was just doing such deep work. Like, I meditated every day. I was doing Reiki. I was working with women. I was working with energy work. And I was just like, this is not a conducive environment for the work that I do. I need connection to nature and the earth. I found myself putting myself in a position of suffering almost. I was like, I have to stay here because I signed a 12-month lease and I'm supposed to be leaving in April. I have to stay here until the spring. And I was literally suffering throughout the winter. And then I decided on January 26th, I was like, I need to move. I don't care how, I don't care what, I don't care if I'm still paying rent here and I'm living somewhere else. I cannot live in this city anymore. So I want you to keep something in mind. I made that decision on January 26th, 2025, in the morning. By 8 p.m., January 26th, 2025, I already had a plan of where I was going. My flight was getting booked. I did not do it. Somebody was planning my trip. I did not plan my trip. Somebody was telling me this is where we're gonna go and this is how we're gonna get there. I did not do it. And I said, I'm moving out. We're going here, I'm moving out. Literally within not even 12 hours. Less than 12 hours, once I made the decision, everything was given to me. I didn't buy my flight. I didn't plan anything. I didn't pay for a single thing, a hotel, anything. And so incredible because the person I have started a podcast with, who is technically now a business partner of mine, who also helped me kind of like break free from this mentality of I have to stay here because I signed a lease and I didn't feel free. Like, that conversation with him actually freed a lot in me. And the place that I needed to go was actually within the vicinity that he lives. And so I was like, this is pretty incredible. This is amazing. I'm gonna do this. And I'm doing it. So I'm going to India tomorrow night, or tomorrow morning. I'm leaving to go to DC tonight, and then I will be flying out to India tomorrow morning. And I got a 1-year visa, got a one-way ticket, and this is my bag for me moving out of the US. Literally, it's a carry-on bag. This and a backpack is what I've reduced my life down to. When I tell you I've been detaching and I've been letting shit go because I know I'm made for more than what is here, and I know I have so much more to attract to me, so I'll take a carry-on bag and a backpack and make my way wherever I need to go because there's something huge waiting for me. I can feel it. I feel it, and I'm not excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I am excited. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. I'm not wondering what's gonna happen. I'm just like, I'm made for this. I'm gonna do it. And I'm getting princess treatment from the universe to do what I came here to do because I decided I'm aligning on my path. I'm prioritizing my mission and my purpose more than anything else in this life. I don't care what has to come with me. I don't care what has to leave. I don't care who has to come with me or who has to leave. I have a bigger purpose and a bigger mission. I'm going on that path, and the universe was like, okay, you're with me, I'm with you. And the way that things just align and happen, once I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do it, I'm ready to walk forwards, it's literally like the path is illuminated and all I have to do is literally just lay there and flow. Like, the most I have to do is let go, which is actually a lot fucking harder than most people believe. Like, to just let go and be like, I have no control of anything. I'm just floating on this river that you've created, and I'm maneuvering around logs and shit. And I have to be relaxed through this process. That's really hard. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm having a hard time releasing the control, but I'm doing it. And that's what princess treatment is you don't have to do anything. You just have to show up. And I'm showing up. It's incredible what's happening. It's absolutely incredible the way that we're taken care of when we allow ourselves to be taken care of. And it doesn't have to be by a person. All of the things women are seeking in a partnership, I'm telling you, it's around you. No human's gonna bring you the thing the universe and God will bring you. You have everything you need to make your dreams happen. Make them happen. I believe in you. Believe in yourself.